Hey everybody, it's camcorder, and I'm here with one fourth of Blonsemble.
That's right, 1/4. That's right.
Yeah. Because I ain't a Blonsemble.
You're the fifth, correct.
You're my pips.
No.
Wait, what?
Excuse
my
me.
Supremes. Anyway, it's been a long time since we've chatted with you guys, and well, as you know by now, our concert is not happening this summer.
Aw.
Right?
Yeah.
But we rehearsed, but the universe had other plans. Life is what happens when you're busy.
When you're busy doing
making other plans.
Yeah.
But we're in contact with our theater of choice, and hope either late spring or early summer next year.
Lots of times to plan.
Yeah. And lots of time to rehearse. And get even better. So we're really disappointed we won't be meeting you guys in 4 weeks from now. Yikes, that was what it would have been more or less, right?
That's right, yeah.
Anyway, to get on to another topic, when we were in school, we graduated in the month of June, which this is...
In the middle.
Yeah.
In the middle.
And we go back in September.
That's right.
And that's all like...
Which makes way more sense than what they do now.
Yeah. What they do now. So in talking about high school and graduations and stuff, 4 of the cousins were in their senior year when our show started.
That's right.
Our show started in January, so it was their last semester of high school.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask Cathy, what was that like? Because although we were kids of showbiz parents, we were still just in public school and all of that.
Yeah.
So we do the pilot in the summer of
August.
64.
Yeah.
It aired in 64, in August of 64.
Yeah.
So you're about to start your senior year.
No. Well, I'm in the middle of my senior year.
Well, that fall in September.
Yes. You're right. Yeah.
And so you find out that this show is a go, and you're going to be leaving your school and going to studio school with just your cousins. So what was that? What was it like? Were you like jazzed, or were you sad because you were really into school? Or
actually, it's funny. It was not the school part for me, because I was very excited about the show. Going to studio school is a different story, which I'll tell you after. But the part for me that was the most difficult is that I was in love for the first time. And I'd been going with this fella for a long time. And he was not happy that I was going to be leaving.
To go to Hollywood.
To go to Hollywood. No, he was... And I hadn't seen him all summer because he was like working in Wyoming or somewhere like that.
Working in Wyoming? He was a cowboy?
He was doing like, I don't know, lineman or something like that. I don't know, summer job. Anyway, when he came back, he was very mean to me. Really mean. And he kind of broke up with me by being very, very mean. And he was very unhappy that I was going to go off and I was going to be on TV and do it. And it was like, really? How could you, we're in love, And so that was the most traumatic part of it for me, was that. The school part was...
Well, so what? And that was it? When we hit the air, there was no contact with him?
No, not really. Except a couple of years later, after the show went on and all that, he apologized completely. He said, I just couldn't take the fact that you were leaving, and you were going to leave me and probably never come back.
So can I have your autograph? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So were you into school? I mean, were you like in the cheerleader
I had been
or
a cheerleader.
city council or student council?
I'd been a cheerleader. But I wasn't in my senior year.
Where did you go to high school?
I went to high school in a little town called Orinda, California, which was kind of in the Northern California Bay Area. And it was kind of a college prep school. It was a public school, but it was like...
Do you remember any of your cheers?
Not really. Not really. Yeah, I could, but take too long.
Okay, continue. Go ahead.
So we come back to LA. All my family was in LA. We were up in Orinda, and we were the only ones that were away from everybody. So that was actually something to really look forward to, because we were going to kind of be back where we actually belonged, you know. But we had to go to studio school, and we could only work for 8 hours a day, including school.
Yeah, and I think we little kids had an even shorter day.
Oh, did you?
I think up till a certain age, a child, so you're 18, you couldn't work overtime.
You could, yeah.
And I think for little kids, our day was even shorter. Yeah.
We had to go to 3 hours of school, and they could pull us out of school to do a run through or a rehearsal or something, but then we'd have to go back to school. But what was interesting, I think we've talked about this before, but we were in the second floor of a cafeteria that was across the street from the Hollywood Palace in a little room. We had teachers that were assigned to us. They were kind of welfare school teachers from the union, and they were terrible. They were just terrible. And but we got all of our assignments from our own schools.
Oh.
And we got our finals from our own schools.
Did you go to your prom in Orinda?
I did. I went to my prom. I actually took my husband that I married to was my date for my prom.
Really? You weren't married?
No, we weren't married yet, but we were going together at that point, and he went to the prom with me in my Bob Mackie gown, which I wish I still had.
That's right. There's a clip we're going to be showing you guys when we finish this up.
Yeah.
So I guess, did you go to your graduation? Let me just, before I say that.
Yeah, we only
up to Orinda?
Yes, I flew up to Orinda. I went to graduation. I went to the senior all-night party, which was on a boat in San Francisco Bay under the Golden Gate Bridge and all that kind of stuff. I did all of that, and then the day after, I had to come back
to shoot or rehearse.
Yeah. But we did. But the thing about studio school is I kind of felt like I cheated in terms of graduation, because I don't think I learned anything in studio school.
So it was kind of like prairie school, because it was just this, how many, there was like 8 of you got, eight junior high and high school kids, something like that, 9 or something.
Yeah, that's right. Because
Yeah, and there was about 6 of us grammar school kids.
Yeah.
But we had 2 different teachers. But we were all together like in one of those schools, where all the grades are in the same, little room.
In the little room. And down the hall, the Rolling Stones are rehearsing for the Hollywood Palace or something like that. So it was an interesting experience. But the actual school part that was with those teachers, there's pictures of us kind of doing,
Well, so our show did a segment in an episode that was to air in June. Mm-hmm. And Bob Mackie, did he make them for all 3 of you guys?
Yeah, he made the
Bob
dresses.
Mackie made
with our input. We got to tell him what we wanted.
The senior, for Liza, Jamie.
And
Liza, Jamie, you.
Yeah.
What's your name? Kathy. He made prom dresses. Bob Mackie made prom dresses for these 17-year-old girls to wear to their proms. And then on television, we did a segment, and we're going to show that to you shortly. And one last thing, which is so amazing. Liza had her graduation, I guess, later than yours. And we were performing at whatever the theater in the round is in Woodland Hills. Not Melodyland, whatever that.
Yeah, I remember that one.
There's another theater of the round that's right off the freeway. And we had a performance the night of her graduation day. So she gets her diploma, does her bibbity-boo with her tassel, and a helicopter lands on the football field. Liza runs up, gets in the helicopter, and is, bye-bye, bye. What is that? How crazy is that?
And she may not have ever seen any of those people again.
Yeah, but what a memory for everybody else.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoy this segment.
Bye.
And now we'd like to ask our young graduates to step forward. My daughter Kathy from Miramonte High School. And next is Liza from Camarillo. Jamie from Van Nuys High School. And we have young Rick from North Hollywood High. I'm sure that I speak for the whole family when I say that we're so proud of you. And now, we bring our family graduation exercises to a close with the national anthem of all college songs.
We will